Decades, New York has lagged behind the rest of the country in voter access.
Sweeping voting reforms for the Empire State. Governor Andrew Cuomo has now signed several new laws designed to make it easier for New Yorkers to vote.
And to vote on their own terms.
New York voters will now be able to request absentee ballots online. Previously, voters had to make the request in person at the local Board of Elections office or by mail or with a fax.
Online absentee ballot request portal, having that is just, it's such a basic thing, and we didn't have it for so long.
Also new, absentee ballots can now be postmarked up until Election Day. Previously, they had to be mailed 7 days before. Jennifer Wilson is a deputy director with the League of Women Voters, New York.
We're seeing election reform really being at the top of the list of priorities for the new legislature.
Attorney and former congressional candidate Suraj Patel believes New York still needs to take one more step.
Same-day voter registration is essential. It is the gold standard for progressive, voter access. And New York doesn't have it.
The conversation around expanding voter access in New York comes as so far this year, 17 states have enacted restrictive voting laws to limit ballot access, from shortening the voting period to reducing same-day registration.
Not only are we fighting to maintain the very voting rights that Americans fought for during the civil rights movement, but in fact, we're rolling them even further back.
Last week, Vice President Kamala Harris discussed voting rights with several Black women leaders at the White House, including Glenda Carr from Higher Heights for America.
Voting has obviously become one of the hot button political issues.
And this weekend, President Joe Biden renewed his calls for Congress to pass the For the People Act, which would in part make it easier to vote in federal elections. Reporting from the newsroom, Ayana Harry, Pix 11 News.